for something to grow in that 5th house. All right. So that's what we got going on there. And then Libra. So we have Gemini in the 9th house, Libra. We have Gemini in the 9th house. So Libra, there's a lot going on with you having to be held to a wiser regard with your relationships. Everything with the 9th house gets philosophical. So there's a lot of karma with you not applying past relationship experience into current cycles right now. So this new moon energy can not feel as, prosperous being a in the club cousin sign if there's certain ways that you've been conducting yourself in an immature way, in an unevolved way. When you're already past test, you already understand that relationships need these certain fundamentals, these certain aspects to be harmonious, or whatever the theme may be with relationship activity and communication and connecting. You're being held to be a teacher in this space around this time, to be seen as somebody that's knowledgeable and could take, some of the initiative and give insight on navigating relationship activity. Literally this Gemini season by default, you might have been teaching a lot of people about things with relationship experiences. You're giving game to your child, you're giving game to your sibling, to your friend about some of the past experience. You older than them, they're going through something for the first time. So you might be a little, a sense of insight and guidance right now for such a relationship close to home with relationship experience. All right. Now, the thing here though is the 9th house is very chaotic and can get it's dealing with higher learning, education, spiritual development. Yeah, that sounds good, but it's dealing with experiences, exploration. So you get all this activity here. It could be no sense of regiment in your life right now, Libra. Could be no sense of regiment in this mug. Whenever the 9th house is doing a lot of activity, then life starts turning into I'm gonna wing it today. Fucking agenda. I'm gonna just wing it. See where the weather takes me. If it feels like a little hoey outside, I guess that's the vibe for the day. If it feel a little gloomy, I'm gonna stay inside. I'm gonna let the day take me. If you're a little too comfortable with that concept right now, it could be a lack of attentiveness towards your agenda right now. The 9th house don't like none of that routine, schedule like energy. Anything a schedule routine like could be a nuisance right now, Libra. But you have to make sure you understand what's priority, what's responsibility, especially when it comes into obligations you may have to uphold with people right now. It can't be no bailing out in these situations. And once again, you're supposed to be seen as the one that is a little bit more wise than a relationship activity. Aquarius too. It's just that 9th house influence. When you got all these energies in your 9th, you held to a certain regard. 9th house activity, Jupiter's home, Libra sun risings, Jupiter's home. So there's a lot of situations now when your relationship experience once again could get exalted here. There's going to be some new things you're experiencing in your relationships. It's most likely going to be something you ain't really experienced in your past relationships that might go down around this time, being in such a having all this type of activity, Jupiter and Gemini in the 9th. But it's just important how when your intuition says, I should communicate this, I should navigate relationship activity like this right now. Maybe I should isolate right now. Maybe I'm too bombarded with relationship activity. I'm feeling drained. Maybe I shouldn't create another priority responsibility here. Like all those different inner voices right there, hone in on that, hone in on those things. But we also got Saturn. Nonetheless, trine signs, this is a time full of opportunity for y'all. So I'm really just trying to throw out red flag situations, things that could get in the way of natural opportunities and success coming to your way, or opportunities to expand certain things in your life. All right. I just want to make sure I throw these different themes out there. But Saturn is in, we talk about Libra sun rising. Saturn's in the 6th. Yes, Saturn's in the 6th. So speaking of 9th house, don't like none of that routine regiment energy. We're gonna wake up, experience, explore some ish. We'll do it again tomorrow. All right. And there's just a strong intrigue going on right now when it comes into you being able to expand and learn other things outside of your familiar surroundings. Libra sun rising, they got to leave the hood this phase. Jupiter's in the 9th. You got to leave the hood. Okay. So when it comes into the sun, Mercury, and Venus in here, now there's actual activity trying to bring you out the hood. All right. It's a new experience with love that's influence you to show up a different way than you usually show up in your relationships, right? There's Mercury in here. There's new perspectives you're realizing from past relationships. And this is developing new philosophy on how you conduct yourself in relationship activity. So all this philosophy, download, revelation energy is just heavy around you around this time, Libra Sun rising. But with great awareness comes great responsibility. That's going to be, I'm making that a t-shirt. With great awareness comes great responsibility. So, you know, a theme that I always see, I've been seeing a lot lately, the more power in a certain area, be actually more responsibility to deal with in a certain area in the natal chart, or just from a spiritual perspective. Like God not going to let you play with your gifts. So when we're looking at that, when we're looking at Saturn in the 6th, Libra Sun rising, you can tell me all about how much karma you might have dealt with as of this past year, with a lack of attentiveness towards your schedule, regimen, agenda. Probably got fired, probably got laid off in different ways, probably had to deal with certain frustration in the workplace, but you still had to keep working there because it's something that supports you right now and is feeding a budget for this, or you know it's short term, or you have goals to navigate career this way. And Saturn wants to always see how bad we want something, how serious we are about something. So when it's transiting the 6th house, any forms of being lackadaisical when it comes into things dealing with just routine and our forms of wellness as well. All right. I can tell y'all right now, I'm feeling it. Like I'm feeling it. I've been just so consumed by different things mentally, spiritually, emotionally, that I've been off my rocker as a Libra Sun, off my rocker with 6th house practices since Saturn been in this house. And I've been paying for it. All right. So it's like, you know, I really want to extract that new sense of evolved discipline in this area. But, you know, it comes from work. It comes from hardships. It comes from dealing with reality. Saturn, dealing with reality in this area, identifying that the only way we're going to heal this is through this practice and this exercise. The only way we're going to get stability and consistency in this area is by filtering this out, restricting that. This is a huge theme during the new moon, Libra Sun rises, because it's hitting all this activity in the 9th house, aka things that you're catching a new intrigue for wanting to explore and experience in your life. You're seeing how you have to balance it out with certain responsibilities. You're seeing how, you know, leaving the 6th house and your sense of wellness and your regimen unattended to can be a block sometimes and create more responsibility to deal with that blocks this area. So it's almost like this type of relationship going on in this area. And once again, all that energy of being seen as the more knowledgeable relationship activity with the 9th house presence, you got to make sure with Saturn squaring that energy around this time that not only is there a sense of pace to your relationship activity, but anything dealing with like a thrill and adventure, what's the purpose in it? You want to see the purpose in anything that come off really thrilling and adventure-like and exciting around this time. Is this something you never experienced before? Have you not did this before, Libra? All right. So air signs, be careful. Don't be out here running the muck. Okay. Now, so those in the club signs. Okay. So more birthday cousins, the sextile signs. All right. The sextile signs. So this is going to be my Leos and my Aries. All right. My Leos and the Aries. All right. So those best homies too. Those some of the good homies to the Gemini. The Aries and Leos be coming through for the Gemini. All right, these clicks right here be getting a lot of they a good schemey click. This click be coming up with schemes. That's a good word for y'all when these signs come together. Aries and Gemini and Leo. Oh yeah, these two right here got a scheme. They got some tricks up their sleeve. All right, you know, air give that fire energy a body to travel with. So a lot of times Aries and Leo know they could count on Gemini to, you know, be a part of the mission for some shit. Okay, that's how I be with the sextile signs. All right, a lot of our best friends, a lot of our close best homies in our life got sextile placements. All right, so with that being said,